What's up, guys? LayedBackGaming here, bringing you the top 10 of October. It is the beginning of December, but I'm a little bit behind still. I'm going to be catching up though soon. Don't worry about that. But anyway, at number 10 we have Intoxication by VV Shadow Wolf. VV. This is a roller coaster map. As you can tell, he's fairly good at making roller coaster, double wide maps, all that type of stuff. He's really good at making those. He's gotten a lot better since I first actually found out about him. He has definitely improved a lot as a forger, which is awesome. I would say that he's possibly one of the top 5 best roller coaster forgers. I put him up with the top 5 roller coaster forgers because he's just really improved as a forger, and he's this map shows it. It's a really well built map. It's smooth and stuff. It's got a little bit of tapering in there, which is fine. It's a roller coaster. A lot of people don't like tapering in roller coasters. I don't see what the problem is to have tapering in roller coasters, because it's not, some roller coasters aren't meant to be smooth. There are smooth roller coasters out there, but for the most part, a lot of roller coasters aren't smooth. Some are just a lot of tapering, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. He didn't really have many aesthetics in the map. The only really, I guess, scenery stuff he has in the map is the kill balls, and then on the side of the cliff, you can rewind and see it. On the side of the cliff, there's he's got shield doors placed into the cliff, which kind of makes it look like, I guess, like lava flowing down, which is pretty cool idea. And then I kind of like this turn right here. I don't really I'm not a big fan of the 90-degree turns, but just the putting the rocks around it. But you can see on the side right there that you just saw the kind of like the lava effect kind of going down the mountain or whatever. But anyway, number 9 we have Terminator by MLG Savior. A lot of people know you. He's got a new gamer tag now. It's actually called Frozen Drop Shot. That's his new gamer tag. But anyway, this is actually his last roller coaster map. Sadly, coming in at 9th. I figured it would come in a little bit higher than this. But yeah, this is his final map. I don't know if he's going to make another one or not, but as of now, this is his final map. And it is modded, of course. It's got the wall mod. And for the people wondering, there's not going to be any modded maps in November, so this is the last month for modded maps. So anyway, yes, you can tell it's modded because it's got like 8,000 walls in it. Yeah, it's a roller coaster map. It's actually a fairly difficult map. You can see Mongoose is flying off right there and right there. Anyway, so I'm actually using a different person's point of view, as I did on the last one as well, because I, for some reason, just have trouble racing roller coasters. Not really roller coaster himself, but if there's any challenging roller coaster like this, such as this one, this has got some really tight turns and some drifty turns. If there's any roller coasters like that, I'm just I basically cannot race them, and I'm gonna have to use somebody else's point of view. There was one turn on this map where I actually, messed up like 6 times in a row. He messed up on it too, so it's a really challenging roller coaster. Not the whole track itself, but there are a few turns that are pretty challenging, such as one coming up after this little mountain. I'll talk about it when I get there. There's a really challenging map. I actually had to edit it out. You'll see it edited out a little bit right up here, I think. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is a really hard turn. You got to make sure you cut it really hard, otherwise you're just going to fly off the top of the turn. That's what I did about 8 times. For some reason, I guess I couldn't just figure out what to do. I don't know. But yeah, so if you enjoy challenging maps, it's smooth. It has a little bit of tapering in it, but it's still a smooth track. He just made it a little bit more challenging. So if you enjoyed challenging roller coasters, or being challenged by a race map, then definitely go check this out and download it. All the download links for these maps are going to be in the description, so you can go check them all out. And the top 10 number 1 through 5 should be out probably 2 days after this. I've got school and stuff and finals coming up, so I can't make a ton of videos at the moment, but it'll probably be coming up probably 2 days after this. Anyway, at number 8 we have Insever by CEG Cryptic, another roller coaster map. This one is not as long as the other ones, or it's more spaced out. It's not like bunched up like Terminator was or anything like that. And it's a lot less challenging, of course. It's not. I can't remember yet, but I don't think there's too much tapering on it. It's fairly smooth. He makes double wide and roller coasters as well. MLG does the same thing. So so far in the top 10, we got a pretty wide variety of forgers. I actually really edit this out coming up again, because this turn is fairly hard as well. It's a really drifty turn, so be sure when you're racing out, if you download it and race it, that you watch out. I haven't even used my point of view yet. I've just been using everybody else that was in the open party with me, their point of view. because apparently I can't race roller coasters. It's just, I don't know exactly what is wrong with me about that, but there's just something that I'm not good at doing it. I don't know. So it's smooth. It's I don't know what to say about it. It's a good map, of course. It's not as, I would say, in my honest opinion, I think Terminator and Intoxication are a little bit better than this. But that's just my honest opinion. I don't know. I feel like he could have made it a little bit longer. I don't know how many blocks he had or how much money he had, but it's a good map. He made it smooth. I like the jump at the end. And then this is kind of cool, the little lights. It's such a simple feature, but I just enjoyed it. Thought it was a really cool thing to put in to the very end or the beginning of the map, whichever one you want to say. Anyway, number 7, we have Discretion by Rapid, Rapid. It's a double-wide map, the first double-wide map in the top 10. I was honestly actually surprised this made it. Surprised. Did I say surprised? I think, wow. Okay, anyway, I was actually surprised that this map made it in. It does look fairly good from the overview. It is still a good map, but the concern that I had for this map was, you know, it seemed like he didn't really take much time on it. There's going to be parts in the track that you'll see where it's a little bit bumpy. You know, it looks like he could have, you know, fixed something, made it a little bit different, such as this hill right here. You see how he goes up really fast and comes down so fast. That's what makes your mongoose go up in the air, and sometimes that'll cause you to fall down. That's why in my tutorials I mentioned not to make your hill go up way too fast or down way too slow. I mean way too fast. So, and you can see some of his banked waves are a little bit bumpy. I mean, it's still, I don't know how many maps he's made. I don't think I've heard of him before, so I'm figuring this is probably one of his first few maps. So this is okay. This is great. This is really good, actually, for a first map, if this is his first map, or even for, like, you know, a third map or something like that. This is still good. This is still a good map. And for people that, you know, you think, you know, their maps are bumpy or their maps aren't good, you know, just keep forging. So I can tell, you know, this guy continues to forge. He'll learn how to make turns more smoothly and all that stuff like that, and his tracks will get a ton better because the more you forge, the better your maps are going to get. So, you know, don't stop forging. If you think you're not going to get good, you just think you're just terrible. It's not true. I can see this guy being really a good forger in the future, so we'll be looking out for him. So yeah, it was a really good map in my opinion. It could have been better in some spots, but still, it was a good map. Number 6, we have Crescent by Exerbase. He's actually been on a lot of top 10s. I think he's been like the past 3 top 10s. So he's always, you know, making a good map every month. This is a really cool map. I really enjoyed it. It almost got in the top 5. I kind of wish it did. It was so close to being in the top 5. Just barely got down here at 6. Otherwise, it could have been up in the top 5. And I have, I guess, a mental breakdown and can't seem to get past this little crate. It took me forever. This is the first time I'm actually using my point of view, and then I just completely just screw up, and I don't know. But yeah, this is a really cool map. He's got intersecting parts, as you can already tell with the track. There's going to be intersecting parts. Yeah, he uses terrain. He uses double wide. I think there's a couple of jumps here and there. He's got some aesthetics, such as that ship that we just passed under, and this is just a really cool map. Okay, well, I don't know if you just saw, but for some reason the video lagged or something, and it skipped like not 30 seconds, but like skipped like 15 seconds. I apologize for that, guys. I don't know why it did that, but I'm really sorry about that. All you missed was me going up a big ramp and just turning back down, so it wasn't too bad. But as you can see, it comes right back around to where the beginning was. Like I said, it intersects back in this middle area. I really like how he just made these 2 turns, the 2 turns we just recently went on, and comes just right in this middle terrain area. I really enjoyed that. I just enjoy maps that do stuff like this. Yeah, it's a smooth map. I didn't see too many flaws in it, to be honest. There was, I don't think there's much wrong with it. It was a great map. I like this jump. You know, it was an angled jump, but he made it work. It was smooth. The only problem right there is it may be at a shield door, just to be safe. But it's okay that he didn't, because it was still smooth. It was still, you know, I landed fine. I didn't have a problem with it. So it was a really good map. I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend downloading this one, because this is just a great map. Probably one of his better maps that he's ever made. So be sure to go check out all the maps in the description, guys. This is going to be a list of the maps right here, so you can go check them all out. All these are going to be in the, all the download links for all these maps are going to be in the description. Also, if you want to watch the top 10, number 1 through 5, there's going to be an annotation right here. You can click it. It'll bring you straight to the video. Although, if you're watching the video of for the first few days, the annotation is clearly not going to be there yet, but it will be up soon. So for the people that are watching later, click the annotation to bring you straight to the video. Again, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please like and favorite the video. It really does help a lot. And again, guys, check out my channel for more videos, and please subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys.